Yoan Moncada, premier second baseman in the minors, trying to make the White Sox this year. We also talked to David Schuster from the Score radio station. I've known this guy for a long, long time. He's talking about the Bulls and more. And we do trivia championship coverage, and we'll play some questions and answers for you. And Mark Burley's number 56 will be retired by the White Sox. We flash back with him. Check out my website, benkowski.com, for my weekly article and up-to-the-minute trivia sites. It's the Perfect Pitch Auto Repair Sports Spotlight. Great repairs at 108th and Kedzie. Flowers for every imaginable occasion at Lansing Floral Shop. Call them at 708-474-1212. They deliver. You've got to get to Sheffield's for trivia Wednesday, March 8th, 7:30 p.m., Dyer, Indiana. A lot of great things going on there, like food, drink, people, and fun. Sheffield's, see you on March 8th. You've got to get to the SOC, live Benkowski Trivia. Alternate Thursdays, 8 p.m., 93rd and Roberts Road. See you there. With a 30-year Southwest Side tradition, Huck Finn is open 24 hours to serve you with great breakfasts like the Becky Thatcher, soups, great lunches, 1/3 pound burgers, clubs, and much more. Dinners from seafood to steaks to pasta, great donuts, and ice creams. With 3 locations at Archer and Damon, 67th and Pulaski, and 105th and Cicero. Stop in today. You know Huck Finn is open. You've got to get to Dr. Sherman Clay, chiropractor. Gentle adjusting. Most insurance accepted. Massage therapy, too. Walk-ins are welcome. Call 773-324-4325. That's HEAL. Dr. Sherman Clay. You've got to get to Lulu's because they've got it all. Italian beef, hot dogs, burgers, chicken, gyros, fish, salads, subs, ribs, and a lot more. At Taylor and Ogden, 2200 West, you got to check out Lulu's. They got everything. Oh, that Ballpark Pub. Great food, great drink, and my trivia game. Alternate Mondays, the next one March 6th at 8 p.m. Come eat, drink, play. 514 West Pershing Road. Fun stuff. The first one was good. This one, I think, will be even better. They got a lot of good stuff there going on. So I'll see you for food, drink, and trivia March 6th, right over on Pershing Road. Be there or be dumb. You've got to get to Shelton Fireworks, the world's largest warehouse, off Interstate 94, exit 22B in Porter, Indiana. Row after row of the best fireworks anywhere, from the little ones to the grand finales that'll end your show. Birthdays, anniversaries, graduations, in addition to the 4th of July. Just get over there to Shelton Fireworks now. Then you can reload by the time summer comes. Shelton Fireworks, I-94, exit 22B in Porter. Once again, special thanks to Billy Russo, our translator, for helping us with the newest White Sox Cuban sensation, Moncada. I predict he will make this team. I predict he will hit for this team, and so does he, in a very self-confident manner. Just watch this interview, and you know this guy has star power and star potential.
Yes, those tournaments opened my eyes, because I realized how good I was and what can I do. They prepare me for the future, for this moment and for what I'm looking for.
Do you feel he's ready for the majors right now? Is he ready? I don't know if that's the plan. Does he feel he's ready?
¿Te sientes listo para jugar desde el principio de la temporada en Grandes Ligas?
Yo estoy listo. Yo nací listo y bueno, yo me siento listo en este momento.
Yeah, I'm ready. I was born ready, and I feel ready to play in the majors right now.
How excited was he when the trade happened, or was he confused that they were willing to part with him? What were the emotions like?
¿Cómo tuviste tú cuando pasó el cambio? ¿Estabas emocionado o estabas confundido por el cambio?
No, me sentí un poco confundido porque no pensé nunca que Boston me fuera a cambiar, pero son las cosas del destino y si el destino quiso que fuera así, bueno, me siento contento de estar en este equipo ahora y pertenecer a esta organización.
I was a little confused at first because it was my first time that I was traded, but that was what happened, and I'm happy right now. I mean, I'm with the White Sox and I like this team.
If playing multiple positions was his best chance to make the majors, how would he deal with that, and what would his top three positions be?
Sí, jugar varias posiciones fue una de las cosas que te dio la oportunidad de subir tan rápido a Grandes Ligas. ¿En cuál posición te sientes tú más cómodo?
Bueno, en este momento me siento más cómodo jugando la segunda base, ya que cuando subí a Grandes Ligas con el equipo de Boston, jugué la tercera, pero bueno, la había jugado a la tercera base hacía 3 años atrás, que la jugué en Cuba, pero bueno, en este momento me siento más cómodo jugando la segunda.
I feel more comfortable playing the second base. That's my natural position. I know that I played last year third base with the Red Sox, but my natural position and the position that I like is the second base.
This is White Sox have such a history of Cuban players, and obviously we had Abreu here. Did that factor in? Did you think about that, and obviously you talked to Abreu?
Los White Sox han tenido una larga tradición de tener jugadores cubanos. Al tener aquí ahora a José Abreu, pues es algo que te hace sentir a ti seguro, más cómodo, precisamente no solo por tenerlo a él, sino por saber la tradición que tiene este equipo con jugadores cubanos.
Bueno, sabes, me es cómodo a mí, bueno, de tenerlo a él, ya que jugamos juntos en el mismo equipo en Cienfuegos, en Cuba. Y bueno, de estar aquí jugando en el mismo equipo ahora, ¿sabes? Me siento bien agradecido de jugar al lado de él nuevamente.
Yeah, for me it's an advantage because I played with him in Cuba for 3 years and I know him, he knows me, and I like this opportunity in part because of that, because this is the opportunity to play together again, and I know that we can do good for this team.
What is his greatest asset as a hitter? What element of hitting is he best at?
¿Cuál es tu mayor potencia como bateador? ¿Qué es lo que te identifica a ti como bateador?
Bueno, lo que me identifica como bateador es pegarle fuerte a la pelota y bueno, y batear para todas las manos.
That I hit the ball really hard. That's my characteristic as a hitter. That I can hit the ball really hard and I can hit the ball through the whole field.
How about patience at the plate? How is he at being willing to walk and get on base that way?
¿Qué tal la paciencia en el plato?
Bueno, la paciencia en el plato son cosas, ¿sabes? Son ajustes que uno tiene que hacer y son ajustes que he estado haciendo durante el off-season, entrenando. No estaba jugando, pero son cosas mentales de juego que he ido aprendiendo y bueno, y lo aprendí ahora cuando subí con Boston a Grandes Ligas y bueno, y eso es lo que he estado haciendo y lo que haré este año.
Those are adjustments. Those are the kind of adjustments that I have to work on. I've been trying to work on that since last year, but it's a learning process. I have to do the adjustment, and the only way that you can do the adjustment is playing.
What current star hitter in the major leagues does he liken himself to the most?
¿Qué jugador en las Grandes Ligas es el que a ti más te gustó ahorita?
Bueno, cuando yo empecé, cuando yo estaba en Cuba, no veía mucho de eso, pero el que me gustaba a mí como jugaba y como todo era Cano. Cano seguía mucho a Cano por las cosas que hacía y bueno, y lo admiro como pelotero.
I follow a lot Robinson Cano. I mean, I admire him as a player. He's a very good player, and I like him as a player. The way that he handled the business, and yeah, I like him.
How does he assess himself defensively? Is he above average, or does he have work to do?
Defensivamente, ¿cómo te consideras tú?
Defensivamente soy una persona que al principio de mi carrera, cuando yo empecé en Cuba, mis manos no eran muy buenas, pero cuando vine para acá para Estados Unidos, como fue una cosa como que evolucionó rápido y bueno, y ahora mis manos no son las mejores del mundo, pero tienen que ver.
When I was in Cuba, my hands weren't the best, but suddenly when I came to the U.S., I started improving a lot. And now I don't want to say that my hands are the best in the world, but I have a very good hands.
How is he at going out for the short fly into the outfield?
¿Cómo eres tú fildeando los elevados cortos hacia los outfielders?
No, yo soy bueno pidiendo fly a los outfield.
I'm good with that. I'm good catching the flies and fielding the flies. I don't have any kind of trouble with that.
We wish you buena suerte.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thanks. You've got to get to Lansing Floral Shop. Open at 8 a.m. daily. Besides a great array of live flowers, they have custom silks, Bridgewater candles. They want you to plan your parties early at a wide delivery area. They're located at 3420 Ridge Road in Lansing, or you can call 708-474-1212. Weddings, funerals, birthdays, anniversaries, and guys, try the No Reason flower. Believe me, it works. Lansing Floral Shop. Give them a call, 708-474-1212. Kim G. Sherman, psychotherapist, Desplaines Wellness Center. Therapy for individuals, couples, families. Call 847-962-4849. I've known Kim for over 20 years. She is a true professional, and she will help you. Give her a call. Family Dentist, Lawrence Furland, DDS, 109th and Kedzie, crowns, veneers, cleanings, improving your smile. They do a great job. Call 773-233-7044. Excellent work, impeccable. Call the Family Dentist, 773-233-7044. They did a great job for me, and they'll do a great job for you. You've got to get to Shelton Fireworks, the world's largest warehouse, off Interstate 94, exit 22B in Porter, Indiana. Row after row of the best fireworks anywhere, from the little ones to the grand finales that'll end your show. Birthdays, anniversaries, graduations, in addition to the 4th of July. Just get over there to Shelton Fireworks now. Then you can reload by the time summer comes. Shelton Fireworks, I-94, exit 22B in Portage. As we approach show number 1500 in our fun history, going back to May of 1988, I've been bringing back people that I've worked with in broadcasting, people that have helped on the show, all kinds of people from the days gone by and people who are current. I've worked in sports talk radio, as many of you know, and a guy that does that these days and who I see regularly, especially at the Bulls, is David Schuster. And recently, people have been telling me, oh, he was talking about you from the sports phone days, the ancient days when we used to call up arenas to get scores and deliver them on a telephone message. So one of my early classmates from my sports phone days, David, here at the Bulls game, let's talk to him about wide-ranging career and Chicago things. Behind the scenes, and a guy I've known for at least 20 years. But probably
longer than that.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying. I'm not saying. Is David Schuster? You know him from the Score, 670, the sports talk station. And David, you've covered a lot of different beats, but we're here at the Bulls, and just share with us a little bit about the roller coaster ride of this season.
Well, it certainly has been a roller coaster. I mean, they're right around the 500 mark, and honestly, that's what I thought they would be when it's all said and done anyway. I think they'll still make the playoffs. The main reason being because the Eastern Conference, honestly, is not that good. Yeah. So the couple of teams that are right above them, and certainly the ones that are below them, they all have problems. And the Bulls, have had some dysfunctions themselves this season. They've been up and down on the court. Once again, they play well against the better teams and play down to some of the lesser teams. But when it's all said and done, they'll probably make the playoffs and then probably be eliminated in the first round.
Yeah, it's sad but true. One of the things about this team that, I don't know, I guess it trying to get a grasp of Fred Hoiberg's grasp. And I'm not positive that it's always there. And I even asked him recently, you seem like a decent communicator. Why do they go off on these tangents and not do what you say? Well, do you have a feel for that?
Well, I think at least in his initial season last year as a rookie coach, I mean, he was learning on the job, even though he's been part of the NBA in a couple of capacities previous. But it's altogether a new story when you're a first-time NBA head coach. So I think he's a little bit more in tune with being a coach this year, and maybe he'll be even more so next year. He's also been handed some very diverse personalities. I mean, he has a lot of young players, but he also has some very headstrong veterans, led by Dwayne Wade, led by Jimmy Butler, and you can see how headstrong and how into their own ways that they were after that one game when they came out and did something that was almost unheard of, almost unprecedented. I don't know if I've ever personally seen two players who collaborated and then came out and threw the entire rest of the roster under the bus. You're not supposed to do that as a reporter. Pretty juicy stuff for us, but it just wasn't the right thing to do.
I agree with that 100%. Well, David's been on a lot of beats, covering a lot of different teams, and despite some of the problems here and I guess you'd have to say mediocrity, compare covering the Bulls to another beat, like let's say the Bears, as far as information availability and access to the team.
Well, I mean, actually, from the days when we go way back, you and I, it was a lot easier covering sports. You had much more access to the players, to the coaches, before games, after games. You could even get in contact with these guys away from the venues. Nowadays, it's pretty taboo to do that. The PR staffs and the organizations, they keep a really tight rein on their players, and you always see a PR or an SID person standing behind you, and if things get out of hand with even a bad question, they'll stop it right in midstream, and certainly a lot of times they'll say last question when it's only on the second question. So That's how it's really changed for the most part over the years.
That's a great point, and I got to say, it may sound like a cop-out, but with my heavy-duty trivia schedule as a part of the reason, one of the reasons I got off the Bears thing was that, hey, Cristiano Felicio, one of the reasons was that control and that pull away and that hovering, when you're talking to a guy. And I said, I said, I don't need that. I'm working 80-hour weeks as it is. But a little bit back to when you were talking about contrasting the teams and coverage, I would have to say that the NBA as a league is a little bit more media friendly than maybe any other league.
Yeah, I find them all contradictory. Sometimes they're media friendly, and sometimes, honestly, they're just not. It sort of depends what's going on from not only a league standpoint, but a team standpoint. I mean, sometimes if a team's in a losing streak, I mean, they're just going to be very restrictive. That's just all there is to it. That's just not the way it was when we broke in, last century or whatever it was. Yeah. But that's the biggest change that I found over these years.
One thing that I heard on the radio and I loved doing this when it was affordable, was bringing players out to events and doing stuff with them, and you don't hear about that anymore. But it seems to me that fairly recently, if it did happen, I heard it promoted a lot. You did an event with somebody, right?
Yeah, we have some promotions with certain athletes over the years. We did it recently with Taj Gibson. Doing it with Bobby Portis is coming Friday. So looking forward to that. And it's just a way of getting closer to the players. I think they feel a little bit more comfortable away from the venue of either the practice facility or here at the United Center. And I think it's a good thing.
And we'll be back with more David Schuster in future weeks. With a 30-year Southwest Side tradition, Huck Finn is open 24 hours to serve you with great breakfasts like the Becky Thatcher, soups, great lunches, 1/3 pound burgers, clubs, and much more. Dinners from seafood to steaks to pasta, great donuts, and ice creams. With 3 locations at Archer and Damon, 67th and Pulaski, and 105th and Cicero. Stop in today. You know Huck Finn is open. Go play at Red Shoes Billiards, 12009 South Pulaski in Alsip, featuring 16 Brunswick Gold Crown pool tables, drop fluorescent lighting fixtures, and the fabulous Grade of Cloth. Call 708-388-3700. And now video gaming is available at Red Shoes from open till close. And don't forget the Illinois Lottery, too. That's Red Shoe Billiards, 12009 South Pulaski. You've got to get to the Sock Live Bienkowski Trivia, alternate Thursdays at 8 p.m. 93rd and Roberts Road. Great game, great people. Check out the sock. I think you'll be glad you did when you go to my trivia game every other Thursday. 8 p.m., 93rd and Roberts Road. Perfect Pitch Auto Repair at 108th and Kedzie does tune-ups, transmission, AC service, engine repair, tire repair, oil changes, and emission system repair. They're open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., and they've done a great job for me. Perfect Pitch Auto Repair at 108th and Kedzie. Coming off a 19-win season, the White Sox add Bartolo Colon to the mix, and Burley seems, in his own controlled way, excited about the prospects for 03, as he will have some veteran support. In fact, he may end up being the number 2 pitcher, but I don't think that bothers him.
Jerry skipped the day after that trade happened, and I told him if I'm starting on the 5th day or the 4th day, I could care less. As long as I get the ball once every 5 days, go out and help this team win, I'm behind it 100%.
Do you think this takes a little bit of a burden off of you, knowing that Colon is here, because you were the most consistent starter last year?
Oh, yeah. I mean, the record that Colon has, going out there throwing innings, winning games, it's going to be nice to have a 1-2 punch up there, and especially with the way that Danny Wright and Garland pitched last year in the second half. Hopefully they continue it this year, and we'll have a good fourth pitching.
Do you have to be kind of cautious not to be too excited by the moves that this team has made in the offseason?
Yeah, I mean, you can't. That's what I'm saying. That's why I think Minnesota is still the team to beat, because it don't matter what we go out and do and what they do. On paper, yeah, it looks good for us, but we got to go out there and compete against them, and they're a good team, and just like I said, we feel confident that we're going to be able to battle with them for first place.
Mark, a couple of the offensive players in your team said that, as great as the Colon and Koch additions are, that they're excited about some of the younger guys who backed you up in the starting rotation as having another year under their belt and being guys who could maybe approach your 18-19 win level.
Well, that's what I was like, the way that John and Danny pitched last year. If hopefully they continue that in the second half, or like they did in the second half last year, and come out this year and start off hot, we're going to have 4 of the top pitchers in the league, I think.
I know that you said in the past that you always consulted the older guys as much as you could and accepted tips and accepted advice. Garland was saying that he'll take advice any which way, and I got a feeling that you probably offered a few bits of information that he was able to apply last year.
Well, as I said, I'm not the type of guy. A lot of times when I go out there and pitch, it's up to the catcher to call my game. And, I'm kind of learning as I go out there. Every time I pitch, I'm learning stuff. So I've always said if anybody needs me, come up and ask me a question, and I'm going to answer it if I can, and then try to help them out. But getting Bartolo in here, hopefully a lot of guys can start talking to him.
So Mark Burley's jersey will be retired this summer. Call the White Sox for more information. You've got to get the Jacks. 3325 Ridge Road in Lansing. Trivia every Tuesday at 7 p.m. A very intense competitive game. Any of half a dozen teams can win. My game show at Oliver's gets better and better. At 6100 West 159th Street in Oak Forest. Live trivia, alternate Thursdays at 7 p.m. Have great food, great drink, and great trivia at Oliver's. Perfect Pitch Auto Repair at 108th and Kedzie is great. Tune-ups, transmissions, AC service, engine repair, tire repair, oil changes. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. They do a great job for me, and they'll do a great job for you. They're quick, and they don't charge an arm and a leg. Perfect Pitch Auto Repair, 108th and Kedzie. Trivia will be at the Sock. Alternate Thursdays at 8 p.m. 93rd and Roberts Road. Great food, great drink, great people. Everything great. Reggie's is a great place with tons of music, interesting people and staff, great food and drink at 21st and State. And amongst the cool things they have, Benkowski Trivia. First game starts at 5:45. Reggie's, 21st and State, a fun place.
Okay, we're looking for the letter G. And we need 2 movies, Best Pictures. The years start in 1931, and they go up. They're old movies. 58 is the youngest movie I see. Name 2. 31 to 58. Yeah. Gone with the Wind and Gigi are correct. Grand Hotel going my way. Jesus. 60. Shy Shark showing off now. 850. J&B. Oscars? Here you go. We're looking for A, but not the letter A. It's got to be a legitimate word A. And I'm looking at 1, 2. In fact, I'll give you ones to stay away from. Avoid All Quiet on the Western Front and Annie Hall. And give me one. Listen to me. Give me one other one. What'd you say? Not seeing it. Now I'm seeing it. Yeah, Amadeus good. American Beauty, All About Eve, etc. So it's a 70. All right. Boy, J&B got all bent out of shape and then you get it right. Kind of devalues the bent out of shape part. Stooges. All right, we're looking for. Oh, this is funky. So pay attention and don't ask me to repeat it. You got your choice of an E movie from 1996 or a U movie from 1992. Five seconds. Unforgiven, yes. Yes. So it's an 80. English Patient, the other. So it's an 80. It brings the Stooges to 430. And the Incredibles are up. All right. Stay away from Forrest Gump. And give me either the F from 53 or 71. Five seconds. Going. So sorry. We go to Llama Farm. What do you need? Yeah. 53 or 71 begins with F. Famous movies. Going. We go to Illegal Aliens. Frankenstein? That was more of a 30s film. But that's still cool.
The answers were From Here to Eternity and The French Connection. More next week. Hey, by the way, the Ballpark Pub at 514 West Pershing Road. Soup, salads, burgers, pulled pork, mixed drinks, 16 beers on tap. And the trivia game, February 20th. You've been watching the Perfect Pitch Auto Repair Sports Spotlight. Perfect Pitch located at 108th and Kedzie. Great repairs, great people. Lansing Floral, 708-474-1212.
Huck Finn, a great wide-ranging menu, along with donuts and ice cream. Open 24 hours at Archer and Damon, 67th and Pulaski, and 105th and Cicero. Imprint Graphics, leaders in booklet, perfect bound saddle stitch, very competitive pricing. Call 708-396-1010.